What's next?
We have DVD releases. See what's coming out. We can rent in the red box,
Or go to the library and get it for free.
right? How soon do they have new?
DJANGO.
I don't know. They're behind, but not it's not a big wait.
Will they have the Django Unchained?
I don't think they'll have that yet. That may be you may have to wait several weeks for that.
I'd like to see this film, Quentin Tarantino. I never saw his other one, the Nazi baseball bat busting movie, Inglourious Bastards.
Oh, man, I never
We
saw
could
that
take
one
a look
either.
at that one. This bombed. The first one did okay, but this one, it was the confusing title, Dave.
Yeah, how is it a haunting in Connecticut with ghosts of Georgia? Did the ghosts from Georgia come to Connecticut?
I don't know.
You would think.
It
They
didn't
probably
work
did.
though. There's a nice image of the girl floating there, but didn't bring in asses to the seats.
Oh, Ed, such language.
Now, as we tape this, Dave, this is just out this weekend, the 3D version.
Now you do realize this movie only has to make about $86 million more to hit $1 billion.
Oh yeah.
It's made $914 million. So what can we do? Let's milk it for a few more. Let's get it to $1 billion. Out in 3D.
Well, the 3D was pretty good, I guess. I didn't see a lot of spots where 3D would work with this, but they said just the, it was always set up well anyway, the, cinematography. But what they're doing is they're preparing us for Jurassic Park 4 next year, reminding us.
Is Spielberg involved in that?
He is
Okay.
producing, I think.
The Great Gatsby.
Coming up in a couple weeks is the remake of this we'll be doing here.
All right. The classic with Robert
I
Redford.
know nothing about the Great Gatsby, do you, Dave?
I do know a
A
little.
little bit.
A Haunted House.
This came and snuck under the radar and disappeared in January.
Well, first of all, let's just take a look at the people who are involved in the film, and I think we can understand why it disappeared.
There's nobody of the Wayans involved. Well, this is.
Oh, there is a Marlon Wayans.
Is there?
That's him
Okay.
right in the middle, in the front there, with the pained expression, saying, "I can't believe I made this film."
Yeah, this wasn't the. I was thinking of the Scary Movie franchise. They always start a project and then the Wayans disappear after a couple of sequels.
Because they're smart. Cheech and Chong. Oh, I didn't know they had an animated movie.
Well, when you're 70 years old and still doing stoner comedies, Dave, you got to start bringing out the animated version.
Okay. Well, I think Tommy Chong is still stoned.
Yeah.
Cheech Marin has tried to work his way into mainstream television and film, which he has done to a certain degree of success. Tommy Chong is still smoking the bong.
Yeah. He was in jail for a while, too, for
What a shock.
selling them.
No, that's surprising. And there you have it.
There we have. Nothing, well, Django I'd like to see. Nothing else from this week. I already have Jurassic Park on Blu-ray.
But not in 3D.
No, I'm not getting suckered into it.
Aw.
I'm not sitting home and watching.
Come on, Spielberg needs the money.
I go to the theater and put those glasses on under protests on a few films, but I won't do it at home. I refuse.
You're not going to buy a 3D TV?
No. I've just been informed off camera that we have deaths coming.
Oh, is that what that means? Oh, that's his symbol, huh?
The universal symbol for death.
Well, some people do this.
Yes. Now, I found a couple of interesting people I didn't know about in the deaths this week, Dave.
Okay, I don't know who this is.
This is Derek Watkins,
Oh, well, I can read.
who I found out played the trumpet on every James Bond score from the first one, Dr. No, till the most recent one, Skyfall.
Oh,
So how old was he in 1962? He had to have been very young on the first
well,
one.
he'd have been 18.
Very
ish.
young. Now we have some video of Derek
All right.
playing his trumpet, and you'll recognize the typical James Bond trumpet you'll hear on every score. This was from Casino Royale. There it is. We'll never hear that again.
Even though he has it, maybe we'll throw some of his pre-recorded segments into for future films, just to have a little touch of Derek in every movie.
That first Pierce Brosnan movie he almost missed. That was not a great score. That ruined that film, in my opinion.
The score ruined the film?
Yeah, but he had to come back for some reshoots, and he did get his trumpet in there.
All right.
That's probably the best part of the score.
Milo O'Shea.
Do you know who this is?
I do.
Oh.
Fine actor who's been in, he was the judge in The Verdict with Paul Newman. Many films. Oftentimes played a priest or a judge or something like that. But the big bushy eyebrows, Ed, and the long white hair. Of course, not there. But
You know what he's playing here?
yeah, Barbarella,
Barbarella, he played Duran Duran.
which is where they took their name. The band took their
That's
name
where
from.
the band got the name from.
But I think it was spelled differently.
Yeah, there was a D at the end. Barbarella. Very sexy PG film for its day. A character actor, Dave.
Yes.
He was False Face, who was not credited in several of his appearances on Batman. Until I think he put up a stink. They put a question mark there.
Yes.
And then he was on Star Trek. He was on That's Lost in Space, where there was always a pirate coming, visiting the planet. This one, it looked like some kind of Arab guy. And he was in the $6 Million Man. He was in the one with Introduce the Bionic Woman, which we'll talk about when we come back live here. But he's gone. He had a good voice, too.
Oh, boy.
Do we know this person? You do.
Harry Potter?
Harry Potter uncle. Did you know him from somewhere else? Or?
Oh, you have to go back and check that
We'd
one
have
out.
to check, but I want to get a hold of that movie because we saw that. It's out of print, Dave. And
I wonder why.
A ton of
Piece of crap that was. Oh, boy.
It was the first NC-17 film. We had to see it, Dave.
We had
as
to.
critics. Like
Oh, here we
Roger
go.
Ebert. You'll notice there's no pictures in our tribute of that.
Oh,
Jaws.
aren't you a classy guy? What was it? What was the last one you showed?
Well, usually I do.
Yeah.
But Roger, since he inspired our careers, Dave.
Did he? I love the picture of Siskel in the upper right with that huge bushy mustache.
That was from sneak previews.
That was on PBS, right?
Yep, and believe it or not, we have the intro for it right here.
All right.
That was the first time I think I've ever seen a movie review show, and they were doing Superman. That's why I tuned into it. It's the first one I saw with this interesting. Remember this opening?
Oh, you get change back?
Dun, 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 dun. I think that's the trumpet player.
It's Derek, whatever his name is.
Boing. Then I like the dramatic version as we go into the theater.
Across the aisle, Cisco, film critic of the Chicago Tribune.
And this is Roger Ebert, film critic of the Chicago Sun-Times. Now, in addition
In their
to
glory
Roger
days.
and I will
That's
be
right.
reviewing
They're
Texas
together
Dream
again,
Throwaway,
Dave.
They
a
are.
controversial West German film about a
Reviewing
homosexual.
how
movies
sad.
in the sky.
Also, a look at the Walt Disney
There'll never be
animated
another
film Cinderella,
pair like
which
this,
has
Dave.
absolutely nothing
Except, we got more video.
What? What are we going to show? More of that?
We got some more, and then we'll have to do our game. I think we're okay here.
First, Roger
Why do we
begins
want to show them
with a
just
comedy
talking?
about robots.
Something significant coming up?
No, just them talking as we remember them best.
Robots in the last year of the 20th century.
Now we have this one. I believe this was still on PBS at this point, but they changed the name.
I don't get my name printed out on tickets when I go to the movie.
At some point, they broke away from PBS for some reason.
Oh, I think that's because it was going to be a huge moneymaker. That's why.
Is that why?
PBS, yeah, you get out, the executives figured just these guys are popular. They can sell some serious commercial time, so put them on syndicated.
Yeah, we've got their final opening, and then we'll go to the game. This is the one we saw for many years. If you were up at 11:30 on Sunday nights, is where I think Channel 10 put this on, and there was nothing else on. It was a good thing to watch, but you really want to see this at the beginning of the weekend when they're doing the films you're going to go see.
Oh, look at that thumbs up. Thumbs up, Ed.
Thumbs up. We don't use that here.
No. What?
One time we used butts up.
Did we? Thumbs up and thumbs down. How simple.
Oh,
yet-
we did use stars.
So simple, Ed.
And they're doing
Pretty Woman.
There we go.
Oh, and there was your elbow. There's your arm. Very, very, very nice. What? It's time for the game?
It is.
Oh, it's time for the game. What is this game called again? Poster pairs. Mm-hmm. Poster pairs, where you send in your name and your email address, and you send us 2 numbers between 1 and 6. We pick your name. We select the numbers. Turn them over. If they match, you win. Pardon me for a moment.
Do you have your, there you go, your big jug?
I have my big jug.
Thank God for the big jug. Now, we didn't discuss this yet, though, if we're going to do anything for May. A special drawing with the wheel. You don't want to go into that? It's too tough with the schedule? Okay.
There you go, Ed.
So let's cross our fingers then that somebody wants to spin the wheel.
Yeah, that'd be nice. We'll get someone to spin the wheel. Let's see what we got here.
I think everybody's on board now.
See how my shoulder gets like thrown at a joint
I'm
here?
trying to bring it in here. I should bring it up here, right?
I don't know where you should do. Oh, all right. Pamela Bora Harder. 3 and 5.
She's the one that doesn't want to spin, though.
She doesn't?
And didn't she win last time?
She may have won. Yeah.
And she didn't spin.
But see that we don't discriminate. Even if you win, you still have another chance.
Okay.
3 and 5, Ed. You don't even have to know that.
Doesn't she always pick?
Always picks 3 and 5.
Okay, it did work out last time. though, right?
Right? Yeah. Shocker.
Shocker, in a couple of weeks, Dave, we're going to have a compilation of our Shockers films. I don't think we ever aired that. I put it on YouTube. But we're going to have it on the show in a couple of weeks.
Really? I don't know if that's a good idea.
And 5.
5. Come on. I'd like to see her win again.
And again, our Psycho 3.5. I'm going to have to get converted sometime. It's still on Super 8. Dave.
Super 8? That's good.
Super 8. You can't go wrong with Super 8.
No.
That's how we did it in the old days.
God forbid you made a mistake and you had to refilm, because then you got to go cut in the film, you got to go buy more film. What was it? $5 for a roll of 8 minutes or something? $10?
Oh God, I think it was more than that. I think $5 was the processing. I think well, maybe it was 5. It was expensive at the time. Maybe 5 seemed expensive.
That's right. Well, there you go. If you want to play this game, which is a very simple game, just email your name and your 2 numbers. That's all. That's all Pamela did. She sent in her 2 numbers and she emailed it to MediaZone95@gmail.com. MediaZone95@gmail.com. If we pick your name and we take your 2 numbers and we reveal what's behind them, if they match, you win 2 tickets. What do you got there, Ed?
I got, we better show this now, and the producer can zoom in here. This is the only, you're not going to remember who this is.
I'm not?
Do this in a week, so we have to do it now.
Okay.
Now,
there you go.
now going up in value, my $6 million man Malachi Throne autographed card.
Is that his real name?
I think it was. They wanted him to change it.
Oh, that's a great name.
I believe
for
it was
movies.
because he sounded too Jewish, I think is what they said. He played Joseph Rona.
Oh.
Personally signed. But luckily, it was signed, like, I think 2 years ago these came out, because now he will no longer sign a $6
Really?
million card.
Poor Malachi.
Oh,
What a name. Malachi Throne.
very dramatic. Okay, next week, Dave, we have, Iron Man 3.
Oh, looking forward to that, considering I haven't seen the second one.
You saw the first one, though.
I saw the first one.
That's how far it goes back now. We had a screening for Iron Man 3 at the Latham Theater. Both things are gone now, the theater and the passes. But Iron Man 3 next week. We'll have fun with that, Dave.
All right.
See you then as we kick off the summer next week.